It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Dirty Birds and the Buccaneers, next on Madden Football.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, the vibe, a different one here in Tampa this year. This is year 1 AB after Brady. What can they do to help soften the blow?
I would say try and lean on the defense a little bit more. I think they'll play a lot better in 2023. We know how exotic they can be with how they get after the quarterback. Make sure they slow people down running the ball as well. Give this offense a chance to grow because they are under new management.
And then for the visiting Falcons, a lot of people very eager to see the number 8 pick in the draft, and that's Bijan Robinson.
And he's a guy I would have taken earlier in the draft. I go against the old adage, you don't take a running back in the first round. When you have one this skilled, this talented, who can run it and catch it and run your offense through him, you take him as the Falcons did.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former number 1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Kadarius Hodge has it complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. On play action, here's Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, that won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw, Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They start to drive with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a toss right side with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Now back to the ground game with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. He stiff arms it, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keyshawn Vaughn taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ritter off the play fake. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And complete to Drake London. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Falcons.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 2. Robinson with another carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Parker?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute ball. They for Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Going play action. Ritter. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down and 8. Ritter to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game is part of the game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch, even covering with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Ritter throwing on third down. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you. I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth, because that was a really good play call.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Touchdown, Falcons! KhaDarel Hodge from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21. Buccaneers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Going with White here, toss left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Buccaneers 7.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st down, here's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. Ooh, with a juke. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. On a handoff, it's White. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. A give running right is Vaughn. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Keyshawn Vaughn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are back within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for. How come they didn't tell us about it? Because they wanted to keep it a secret. We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Ritter. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
It's not a huge breakaway. If your starting running back finishes the game without just a 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Ritter back to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with Robinson. Fighting him off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Ritter with it after the play fake. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it won't leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Back to throw, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Right back to Pitts again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Gets past 1 man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
On play action, here's Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Pruitt from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Ritter off the play fake. Hitting London coming across the field. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ritter will set up to throw it. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. First down, here's Ritter. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Here's 3rd and 7. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Robinson up the middle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 34. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Going play action. Ritter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one deep for London. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Godwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. Oh, what a juke into space. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 61 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run. And they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw. That's only half the battle because they've got to get to him where he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Robinson will try to pick it up. It's a strong running. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. This defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, able to fight through one tackle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
There he goes, left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to the ground game with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They stay on the ground with White. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Ritter. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They start the drive with White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st down, here's White. A heck of a move. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They go right back to White here on 1st down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Mayfield on play action. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Second down and a run by Robinson. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they probably got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So they make the decision to kick it on 4th and inches. That close, and they decide not to go for it.
Well, but short of going for it, I think they got as good of a result as they could have gotten.
Yeah, if you're not going to go for it in that situation, yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for.
They start the drive with Vaughn. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons,
They've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
45. Buccaneers, 27.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Koo now for the point after.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Now there's a short one taken in by Otten.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield now on second down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Bootlegging out here. Ritter hitting London coming across the field. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Buccaneers, 27.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Right at the 30. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down, Mayfield. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Quick slant to Otten. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Holding offense. Come on now.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.